Next up is Alexa Massey, who is a 2018 SSP Fellow.
Hello, I'm Alexa Massey. I work for the MIT Press, and my journey is actually pretty brief, actually. I just graduated college. About 2 years ago. But my journey to the MIT Press was actually pretty intentional. I did have like a brief co-op, which is like just a fancy internship with National Geographic Learning, which I was with their digital team, so it was my first kind of brush with XML and sort of like this soft tech part of publishing, which I found was actually like the best way to sort of be a creative thinker and sort of on a project team and doing all that stuff within publishing, which is what I sort of had always wanted to pursue as an English major. So, as an assistant project lead at the MIT Press, my job title is actually pretty ambiguous, and my to-do lists on a week-to-week basis can actually vary a lot, which is something I really like. But it points to one consistent element of my work, which is that I'm very project-oriented. When I first joined the Press, my department was called the Digital Products Department, which reflected our responsibilities relating to ebook production, metadata maintenance, and initiatives spanning open access, supplemental resource fulfillment, and of course ebook customization. But starting in 2018, our department actually was rebranded and renamed as the Content Solutions and Innovation Group, or CSIG, and this sort of highlighted like a de-siloed approach to print and digital products and more accurately reflected our status as a knowledge base and a major stakeholder in many press-wide workflows, especially now that we're XML first. That rebranding solidified the project-based approach to my work, and that's honestly my favorite part about working for the Press. So I've been involved in projects that run the gamut of size and scope, from like minor workflow revamping to producing a major architecture ebook that had over 1,000 figure files, which was exciting and kind of annoying. But I've also actually started acting as a secondary project manager to our upcoming ebook platform. So there's been a little bit of advancement there, which is exciting. And being able to see these key projects through development, execution, completion, it gives this overarching structure to my work that I've actually found really kind of complements my own kind of intuitive work style. And being able to see sort of the big picture, brainstorm strategic changes or developments, and help troubleshooting old problems in a new way gives me that kind of like really important wiggle room to innovate in meaningful ways, which just really motivates my work. And this work is also pretty collaborative, I'd say, across all our departments, which is also a huge motivator for me. So I'm able to work with, authors via acquisitions on, what they expect for their ebook. I'm able to work on production workflows with members of design and editorial, and I'm able to work with our business team on data analysis, gaining insights into our content and assets. And being able to work with such a diverse background of professionals is also a huge motivator for me, and really deepens my commitment to the work that I do on a day-to-day basis. And also there's just like this very obvious kind of motivating factor in sort of a project track of, the advancement piece. Being able to become a fully fledged project manager is a very exciting opportunity that I'm chasing kind of right now, and I feel like it gives me a wide variety of options, both within publishing and even across industries. So very excited about that opportunity and feel lucky to be on that track. But because much of my work still revolves around, specifically digital products, there are just a ton of unknowns that the industry is still trying to wrap its head around, as I'm sure many of you know. And that leads to probably the most complications and challenges in my work. There are just like a ton of limitations within EPUB standards, especially ebook readers as a whole, what the Kindle can actually render, what it can do, that technically limits us oftentimes. And that can be pretty frustrating both for us and for the authors and for customers. So I find that we're often in a position where we have to balance the desire to make our ebooks as widely available as possible with, for instance, like the hefty conversion costs related to deep backlist books, or especially like LaTeX projects, stuff like that. But that said, it's very heartening to know that many others in our community are also tackling these problems simultaneously, and I've really kind of discovered a very kind of collaborative, almost open source-esque kind of mindset towards sharing solutions that really benefit all of us, which is also a huge exciting part about sort of the scholarly publishing world for me. So overall, I feel very excited about the opportunities that the Press has afforded me so far. I come into work every day with the chance to work on something new or to address an old problem in a new way. And the biggest challenge of all for me is just deciding, what route am I going to take and sort of carving out my niche in this kind of ambiguous field of technical skills and digital products and all of that. But as technology advances and these boundaries between print and digital products further erode, I'm just super excited to see, what new opportunities that brings and what new challenges that brings as well. So thank you.
Thanks, Alexa.